Probably about another 3 to 4 minutes. The monitoring ones at it. Where does one go, mate? This doesn't leave, does it? Should be hot as hell. Do you still film anything like before the kickoff? Oh, yeah. Just so they can get that all done and then they'll give it a thumbs up. Okay, yeah. Is that alright? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over. The National Premier League Women's New South Wales competition is finally upon us, with round number 1 between the Newcastle Jets and the Northern Tigers, live and exclusive to the Football New South Wales YouTube page from the Lake Macquarie Regional Football Facility. My name's Ashley Borg. With the cameraman Stephen Roberts. We've been probably working a little bit harder than the players in the pre-match. Moved the scaffold about 3 grounds over and across. Had to climb that very, very stealthily whilst the players were warming up, and we're finally in position. It's not normally where we are at Lake Macquarie, but it will be definitely where it is today. So it's been about 6 months since we crowned the grand final champions last year at Combank Stadium. The Macarthur Rams, they defeated the Apia Leichhardt side on penalties, and they secured a historic three-peat. And the Jets open up their campaign today against the Northern Tigers. It was their best campaign last year, the Jets, and they'll definitely be looking to build on that one this year. They lifted the Sapphire Cup last year, the Northern Tigers, and Chris Wood, the coach, would be very, very keen to add more silverware to the Tigers cabinet going forward, and getting a win against the Jets will be a very good way of starting the journey indeed. So the two sides that will take the field this afternoon or this evening here. In the 2 for Newcastle will be India Breyer. They've got 4 Sophie Howarth, 6 Alexis Collins, the 7 Kate Heap, the 9 Emma Bates, 11 Navarre Crofton, 21 Lacey Dobson, 24 Milan Hamid, 27 Chloe Wallandale, 30 Tiana Robertson, and 32 Claire Adams. As we're about to get set and underway here in this contest. And we are off and running for round number 1, the NPL Women's Season 2025. As I said, a bit of a rush start for us in the commentary box, so we'll get things moving and in the right direction as soon as we can. And we hope the pictures will be just as good for you as they are every other week and every other ground on the Football New South Wales pages. Taking that one out was Olivia Cartwright, who'll get the first throw. Comes across to Hayley Johnson. And it's a scrappy midfield early. Well controlled in the midfield there by Collins. And it'll be quickly shifted across to the near side here where we are. Intercepted by Maya Cameron in the 22. Looks like Keach on the football now. Working her way around Collins to Murray. Across here to Isla Witham, a late entry into the contest. Not part of the original squad, but she's in the first team squad today, so it's terrific for her. Cameron coming down now, taking on Marnie Duggan, who seems to be on the field. Was listed as a sub. And we'll catch up with those as we can. So Claire Adams gives it back and across there to Howarth, who goes long. Anna Norton should be the one here to clear this up quite quickly. Anna Norton, a new addition to the Northern Tigers squad from the Blacktown Spartans, who were relegated last year. To have very handy acquisition for the Tigers. Very scrappy in the opening. Both sides looking to get some ascendancy here. India Breyer for the Jets in the 2. A midfielder who won the NPL with MacArthur last year. So very good pickup for the Jets. Moving to the Newcastle area. Should be very handy acquisition indeed. Moving through now, got a bit of space through the midfield. Nice play through to Collins. Back to Nava Crofton. To Breyer, looking for space. Nice and out wide to Wallandale. Taken on well there by Cartwright. Ball comes in, cleared away by Burton. And we'll have another throw in, so good start by both sides. Ryan Campbell, you can hit might here in the effects, Mike. Just back yourself and take the shot. Collins now trying to work around. Breyer. Cartwright doing a good, diligent job there. Breyer takes it in. Goes out to the back stick. And it's taken out eventually by Kate Heap. And it should be a throw in to the away team here, the Northern Tigers. Heap, first year with the club in the number 7 from the New Lambton club in the Northern New South Wales comp. Just about on the ball there. Taking it away now, Murray. Over the top for Burton, and I'd say Campbell will be very happy with that. As that one heads out. Looked like a handball then, but the referee said play it. Grass into Witham. Good ball across to Burton. Can take the shot. Robertson will comfortably save that one. Tiana Robertson, who's come across this year from the Uni New South Wales, and she signed with the Jets A-League side as an injury replacement. Interesting debut for Tiana Robertson. She made 7 saves, and the Jets won 8-0. Had a massive game. So Robertson, small in stature, absolutely huge in heart. Made a terrific save last year for Uni New South Wales against the Jets at the very end of the field. She's on now. Jets work this into Witham. This is Hayley Johnson who takes a strike, and very timid indeed. And Tiana Johnson will say thank you very much for that one. On the strike, that was very well hit by Saffron Grass. Very unlucky too. Another former Jet doing the business. They said it on the podcast the other night. Best name in the NPL Women's New South Wales, Saffron Grass. That's offside there against Alexis Collins. Some interesting ins for the Tigers. The Tigers have picked up last year's NPL Victoria Scorer of the Year, the Golden Boot winner, which is Hayley Johnson in the number 9. So really watch for her. She scored 21 goals last year, and there she is on the ball. Comes across Sophie Houth for the first corner of the afternoon, or for the evening anyway, for the Tigers. Might be looking for Hayley in the middle there, Hayley Johnson. Huge get for the club. NPL Victoria's goal scorer of the year, the Golden Boot, 21 goals. Cleared away very nicely there. Cameron takes the strike. Robertson sits underneath it. So they've had 3 or 4 goes at the goal so far, but Robertson's been in great position for every one of them, and her release to Adams was fantastic. Bernardi doing a terrific job there for the Northern Tigers. The longest serving first grade women's player for the Tigers, Beth Bernardi in the 14. It's about as good as we're going to get today, I think, at this corner. So apologies for the additional part of me that's in this screen, on the screen if it's there. With contact here in the midfield. Witham tried to release. Well, Landau's going to take that one back to Robertson and clear it up the field. Murray did that very comfortably. Looked like it came off hands then. Referee says play it. And I reckon Bo Burton was offside then, so Witham's going to chase this down. Howarth back to the keeper, not overly convincing. Rush clearance to Mortlock, who gives it away. Bit of space now for Murray to work in the midfield. Surveying her options. Bit of space now for the Jets through the agency of Adams. Releases, beautiful ball to Collins. Can she use a bit of that speed, or is Cameron going to take her on beautifully there? Does so very comfortably, Maya Cameron. And she goes in again, Cameron, and does a nice job. Working her way through. This is Adams. That was some hard challenges there on the edge of the box. Long shot. Oh. Don't know if Norton got a hand to that, but if she did, that was a very fine save indeed. That was Landau on the shot. She's not here today for the Tigers, but Servette Ozonla, 48 matches for the Matildas, is going to line up for the Tigers at some stage this year, the 35-year-old. Be wonderful to see her in action in NPL New South Wales, that's for sure. This looks like one to win. And it heads out for a throw. Not sure who has the throw, but it looks like the Tigers have it. Charlotte Mortlock's going to take the throw. Burton with space, turns it over to Adams. Ball over. This is Collins now. Alexis Collins has time. Defended by Cameron. Cameron's done a good job so far. Collins around Cameron. The layoff, not overly slick at all, and it's cleared away by the Tigers. Heap takes it. Moves it forward to Orlando, who's got position to strike if she wants to. In front of her is Grass. This is Breyer. Taken on beautifully now, and the Tigers are away. If they shift it to this left side here, Johnson's on her own. They do exactly that. Johnson. Can she be the first to score in the NPL for round one? The block was on, and that was beautifully done there by Crofton. That ball's going to trickle harmlessly into the pathway of Tiana Robertson. So the Tigers, they've gotten right back Savannah Murray from the Northwestern Sydney Spirit, Maya Cameron from Uni New South Wales, Amy Longhurst from Sydney Uni, and then Hayley Johnson, a US visa player from the Preston Lions of Victoria. Newcastle Jets have got Nava Crofton, the number 11 from the Byron Bay Football Academy. A few interesting names here lining up for Newcastle this afternoon, and they've been rebranded Newcastle Jets and no longer are referred to as the emerging Jets, as that ball sails harmlessly over the dead ball line. So you look them up on Dribble, you won't find the emerging Jets girls anymore. You'll find the Newcastle Jets Academy. They look very sure at the back, the Jets, especially with Robertson. You've seen Murray early from the Northwestern Sydney Spirit. She's been very lively in the back. Lots of talk from her. There's Bernardi controlling the midfield, back to Murray. Cameron, so the two recruits playing a role in the back line. Mortlock to take the throw now for the Tigers. Howarth. That's not great. Burton now. Looked like a foul, I'd say. Or is that going to be a throw? It's going to be the first foul of the game. Good start to this contest. Low ball driven in. Opportunity for Adams to break if she's got a bit of time. That's a terrific pass. That is right at the feet there of India Breyer. And well defended. The stalwart Beth Bernardi was right there. She cut that out. That was dangerous, or it looked dangerous. It was cut out very, very quickly indeed. Grass tried the cheeky back heel against Adams. Mortlock. Ball across here to Collins. Collins trying a little trick in the box. It's all a little untidy when they get in the final third, both sides really. The midfield battle's been very good so far. Very hot. It's just that final pass inside the third. This is Willandau. Taken on by Witham. Witham winning the duel. Still on the ball with him. Takes on 2 or 3 now. Back to Murray. She's almost like a quarterback, Murray. Sets up all the good things that are happening for the Northern Tigers in his first 15 minutes. Mortlock, who played 10 games last year for the Tigers in a first grade side. And Tiana Robertson to come and collect that very wisely indeed. Very smartly done. So Charlotte Mortlock in the number 10 for the Tigers to get an extended run hopefully this year for her. Played the majority of her games in the reserves. What do we now call the under-23s? Olivia Cartwright pushing this one in. Just disappointed there, the coach. Chris Wood, he said you had all that space and you didn't utilise it. So the Jets, 31 goals scored and 101 conceded in 2023. And they copped 98 goals in 2024. And they got 5 wins on the board. A historic 2 in a row last year. Chris McPherson and myself are very, very privileged to call one of those each. And the Jets were on their way. They've got their best points tally since they've been in NPL Women's. With 20 last year, they finished second last on the table. And that meant that the Blacktown Spartans were relegated on club championship. Down into the Football New South Wales 1. We've got the Mount Druitt Town Rangers FC who have come up this year into the NPL Women's. It's Mortlock with a couple of cheeky tricks, gets around 2 players there, turns it over to Collins. Collins now. Beautiful stand up in the tackle stuff there from Murray. She's been my best in these first 15 minutes. She's taken everyone on so far. I was a little bit careless there from Houth, but no harm done. Looking back to Robertson, but they covered the lane. Duggan. Across to Crofton. Crofton, very interesting indeed. She's come from Byron Bay. Made her home here in Newcastle. This looks like Maya. Harmlessly done. So I've just ticked over the 16-minute mark here. 0-0, Football New South Wales page. Hope you're enjoying all the action. Newcastle Jets and the Northern Tigers. Ashley Borg with Stephen Roberts on camera. We'll be doing it for you pretty much all year here at the Lake Macquarie Regional Football Facility. Duggan over the top to Collins. Looked offside. Referee said no. Collins, decent ball in. I reckon it was out though. And it's going to be a goal kick. So I said we're in a different location here at the Lake Macquarie Regional Football Facility. Gee, that's a good flick onto Burton. She's got some space here. Goes for the cheeky chip. Robertson was already home. I can't remember the amount of times they got chipped over last year, the goalkeeper at the Jets. That's Tiana Robertson. She's very wise indeed. This is Wallandau. Good ball to Adams. There's some runners here if they can make it happen. This looks like Lacey Dobson tries to bring it in. I reckon that's a corner. First corner of the evening for the Jets. Very slick move down the touchline. That was by Wallandau. Corner to be taken. Low ball in, intercepted by Keach. Adams with a little toe poke at it over the bar. Harmlessly done. Scores remain at 0-0. Got 6 other games here, all kicking off at 5 p.m. You've got the Western Sydney Wanderers and Manly United, Illawarra Stingrays and Sydney University. Uni New South Wales and the Northwestern Sydney Spirit of the Village Green. We'll come back to some of those games in a minute. As we see Kate Heap on the ball. You can hear the coach, Ryan Campbell, don't force it. And he just said it again, don't force it. Mortlock, Heap cleans up. Mount Druitt Town Rangers in another game against the Bulls FC Academy. The Ravens versus Sydney Olympic. And the last game is up. You like up MacArthur Rams, the grand final replay. That's a beautiful ball over the top to Breyer. Collins in the middle, but it's 3-on-2 here. So Breyer taking on Keach. Keach does the job. That's what she's exactly there for, to take out the wide runs. Second corner for the Jets. Emma Bates to take it. She's been a very interesting character, Emma Bates. Header off target. That was from Nevar Crofton. So back to Emma Bates in the number 9 for the Jets. She's played college football for the last 2 seasons. From the Central Coast originally. Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns in 2023. And she made 16 appearances there. 10 starts. As we see Isla Witham now down the field. Johnson in the centre. Witham takes on the defender, but they're looking a little bit more comfortable in defence in season 2025, Newcastle. Opportunity for Adams now. On the left-hand side is Breyer, and she's been making a huge difference already. She's got Duggan on the back stick, but she's just taken that little bit too long there, India Breyer. Wallandau now puts it in. Adams wriggles her way through. Good defending in the end there, Keach. I reckon that probably will be a goal kick, and Izzy Keach has done a fine job there. She started in all 28 games for the Tigers last year, and she was a scorer in their win in the Sapphire Cup. Very handy player. Just going back to Emma Bates. Played at Texas A&M last year and had 16 games with 6 starts. Should be a very interesting addition to the lineup. Good interplay there by the Tigers. That's 3 or 4 very good one-touch passes. And then Johnson tried to release Bo Burton or Witham, and that just didn't work for them. Might take a little bit of time for the combinations. Thought Heap was going to chase that, but that's gone harmlessly out, and Mortlock will take the throw. There's a ball on the other pitch, but that doesn't concern us too much. Good touchdown to Duggan. Duggan tried to go down the line. Collins. We're right on the side here with both coaches. You can hear them issuing instructions to the players. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. They've both got two terrific coaches, the Jets and the Tigers, in Chris Wood and Ryan Campbell. So they'd both be pretty happy with the start so far. Emma Bates trots down the field for the Jets. To Bry, the two recruits combined, to Landau. Looked like a foul there, and the ref said no, it's a throw-in. So Wallendow. It's the middle of the park now here at Lake Macquarie Regional Football Facility to Howarth. Bates on the ball. Ball comes in. Collins with the flick! Off the bar! Adams with the follow-up. Terrific save, Norton. Jed, it was close for the Jets. Very well constructed. Chris Wood gets up off his seat. Looks to issue some instructions to his players. It's been a good contest by a team that narrowly missed the finals last year and one that struggled to win. Ball across the grass. Grass moves it inside. Taken on now, Burton. Will she take the strike? That is one tough tackle by Navarre Crofton. That's something the Jets didn't have last year, was real tackling pressure in the defensive half, and you just saw it then from Crofton. Little flick over the top by Bernardi, and Crofton's there to clean it up. She'll go out to Wallandau. Pretty harmless ball down the line there to Keach. Cameron. It's good triangle passes there, but the final ball just missing, and it's been that way so far. Over the top to Collins. She was definitely onside here. Collins is going to be one-on-one with the keeper. Finish just not there. Well saved, Anna Norton. Probably could have taken one extra touch. Mortlock shows outside, goes back inside. Had more time on the header, Emma Bates. Didn't know about it. Johnson. Over the top to Cartwright. Bates cleans it up. Robertson just tidying up in the defensive half now, and the Jets go to reset. It wasn't a good ball, but Collins made it look better than what it was. Duggan being urged to work harder as Mortlock tried to play it out to Murray. And then back to the keeper in Norton. So two really big chances in the space of about 2 or 3 minutes. Jets haven't taken advantage. That ball hitting the bar was a very intelligent header. Actually just let it slide off her head rather than try and use any power. Hit the crossbar. And then the follow-up from Claire Adams was saved neatly by Norton. And then the one-on-one effort there by Collins. Just very tame effort in the end, really. We're staying at 0-0. The Tigers, their squad will definitely be strengthened in the next few weeks with some Liberty A-League women's players coming back into the side. Jets have got Josie Allen, that definitely can come into this lineup. Milan Hamid. Definitely some players that can come into this lineup from the Jets. Seems to be the plan of attack, and they've gone over the back again here, and Alexis Collins is in space. Needs to go left corner. She tried to chip. She probably should have gone for the left goal post. You can hear the intended coaching there from Ryan Campbell. It's very obvious that Alexis is a lot quicker than the other two. So possibility of going over the top. That's a poor ball to Duggan. Duggan now has Collins in the middle and Adams at the edge. Goes to the back stick. Reasonably well defended in the end. That was Cartwright, but Bry was waiting. Ball still in. Cartwright, cheeky backheel, didn't work in the end, but Crofton was unawares and kicked it out, unfortunately, for a throw in there for the Tigers, who, I dare say, at this stage are second best, but it's still 0-0. Anything can happen. You saw it last year with the Jets. They concede one with careless play and then go 2 or 3 down. They look a bit tighter this year, though. Tigers, good pressure. That was Johnson on Crofton, who smartly moved it out to a Landau. Landau into the box, harmless there, and Norton cleans it up very comfortably for the Tigers. Johnson competed beautifully then. That's not very well done at all. That was over the back of Cameron. Collins now into the box. Mortlock trying to chase and put some defence on. Shot goes on, and that's hit the left goal post this time. Collins has hit the crossbar on the left goal post, all in the space of 6 minutes. And the Tigers very lucky to be still in the game at 0-0. She's been very dangerous, Alexis Collins. That looks like a foul. Referee said play it. Ball's at the feet of Dobson. Hayley Johnson. Oh, that's a clever touch. Heap takes it off her. Duggan recycles it in midfield. Crofton trying to put some craft on. Howarth back to her keeper. Out to Bates. Bates long ball. Collins is in here. She takes the touch. Keeper comes out. Smartly done, Anna Norton. Got to do something about those balls over the top. The Tigers. Alexis Collins is just very, very quick. That was offside anyway against the Jets. So 3 massive chances from the Jets here in his first half out. Still 0-0. Poor ball again. Duggan recycles. Duggan now being urged to carry it by Ryan Campbell. Don't know what she was looking at there, but communication just wasn't on. Ryan Campbell, just hold the ball, he says. Hold the ball. Plenty of time. Tigers are just creating their own misfortunes at the moment. Just poor passes out of defence. They've certainly got the firepower. They've just got to steady at this point, the Tigers. The girls from North Turramurra. Just got to steady and take their time here now, and this little break for the throwing might be just what they needed here. Johnson almost tunnels it over. That ball's coming dangerously close to us here at the scaffold. And I might have had to go and do the old AFL defensive punch over the top of Stephen there for the save his blushes. Mortlock The throw in there, that was very well done indeed. And Collins receives. She's in the right place. Back to Duggan. Trying to take her on there with Saffron Grass. This is Breyer. Well done indeed. Howarth looks up. Sees no one. Goes for a gallop. Sophie Howarth. Poor ball. Leaves some exposure at the back. Mortlock then gets intercepted. It's not good football at all by the Tigers. A little bit both ways, really, as Duggan carries it. Ball over the top. That was a much better ball. And then cleared away eventually by Saffron Grass for a throw. The Jets have come here. The Jets have tried to start the year with a bang here in 2025, and they've certainly been the better side. Good body manipulation, Adams, and then just cleared right away by Savannah Murray, who be a little bit frustrated with some of her defensive partners at this point. This is Kate Heap now. Here's Collins. It's one-on-one again. Can she finish this side? She's offside. Clearly got the speed advantage.
Lex, when you get there, dribble around the keeper. Okay? Because Lex, she's sprinting out of you, just go around her.
So Norton to kick it in here for the free kick off the offside. 33 minutes into this game. Straight down the hey-diddle-diddle. Jets are all over it again into midfield. Lacey Dobson just strolls through the defence. That is a killer pass. Breyer, keeper, again saves the blushes of the Tigers. Anna Norton's had a blinder so far for the Northern Tigers. She's been terrific. This is Witham. Taken off her feet by Nava. Nava Crofton. Coach liked that one. Steady as they go now for the Newcastle Jets. Change in name, change in fortune perhaps. Duggan. Through the midfield, now to Breyer. Breyer to the outside. Collins and Adams in the box. Wallandow with the football. Shapes it. Cross to Dobson. Dobson's going to not have enough leg speed to carry that one. And that one will go out harmlessly for a throw. Tigers with returning in 2025, Beth Bernardi, Olivia Cartwright, Nicola Dominikovic, who isn't here today, Saffron Grass and Jade McTammany, who isn't here today. We're a little light on numbers, I guess, today, the Tigers, but you come back in a team, you've got to step it up. And this is Bates now. Bates takes on with them. Back to Wallandow. Wallandow, Adams, Collins. Collins got the head on it. Adams tried to read it. Alexis Collins in the six, scored 9 goals from 20 games last year, played in the A-League squad, so she'd definitely be very fit indeed. Landau has started in 3 Jets games this season in the 27. So they're just building and building this Newcastle Jets Academy side, but here's some danger. Hayley Johnson. Nice turn, but she's offside. That's their first offside of the evening. Under 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Wallandow strides away from Witham now. Can Bry keep this in? I don't think so. Not on this synthetic pitch anyway. We're just waiting for the positioning of the ball to be right there. Norton takes it out to Murray, who played 23 games for the Spirit last year. to Cameron, first year at the club from Uni New South Wales, and she was on the Canberra United books there for a while in the A-League Women's. Some very handy players for this Tigers lineup. Landau, Breyer, Adams goes in to help. Adams striding away. Breyer on the left-hand side, Collins in the box. Collins in there, Dobson working away in there as well. Adams just couldn't get it off the left. Very frustrated from the coach there, Ryan Campbell. He's very frustrated. The ball was wonderful. Just couldn't get her left foot around it, Alexis Collins. Could have been one. I reckon they could be two up here if they had their chances right. But as it is, Tigers still in at 0-0 here. It's one thing the Jets have need to do this year in the NPL women's competition is make Lake Macquarie Regional Football Facility a fortress, or make it a place of pain for the opposition. Certainly have done that in his first 40 minutes. Well, first 38 anyway. Another misplaced pass by the Tigers. So Chris Wood at halftime would be just saying to his girls to just slow things down and get the passes right, because they just haven't been there in this first half. Collins just couldn't get the touch on it. She's played the Josie Allen role beautifully today so far, Alexis Collins. As that ball goes over the top. Very smartly gone back to the keeper there, Kate Heap. And Tiana Robertson, no messing around. She goes straight up the field. Not sure if the Jets are going to play this season a little bit differently. They've been a little bit cavalier in defence the last couple of years, playing everything out of the back. But I think they're on for relegation if they finish last this year, the Jets, so they'd want to take a little bit differently this year and win at all costs. And the extravagant play might not be as extravagant as it once was in seasons past, as Adams takes it beautifully off the feet of Keach. Takes on another defender, squares it up. Breyer, beautifully blocked. That was done by Cartwright. And not sure what's happened here. Really not sure what's happened here, but this might be a penalty. I think the ref's pointed to the spot. She has. And I think the explanation is taken out after Adams got rid of it. Wow, that's a bit of a turn up. So the Jets are going to have a penalty in the 40th minute of this game. Looked a little inconspicuous for mine, but India Breyer won a premiership with the MacArthur Rams last year to score the first for the Jets. Beautifully done, India Breyer. She gets her first for her new club. And the Jets lead it after 40 minutes, 1-0, and dare say they deserve the lead. Love to look at the replay at half-time for that one, to be perfectly fair. So India Breyer opens the scoring after 40. Newcastle Jets 1, Tigers 0. Here at Lake Macquarie Regional Football Facility. You're always at your most dangerous, or you're the most vulnerable after you score, and they'd want to be definitely on to this. That's a better ball over the top to Johnson, but once again, there's someone right on her every time she gets near it, and that was Kate Heap this time. Robertson with it. Oh, thought that was going to be a little bit out of whack, but Heap cleans it up. Nice work, Lacey Dobson, and then trips over herself. Trying to use some of that trickery there, Lacey Dobson. National Youth Championships representative last year for Northern New South Wales and plays with the Cooks Hill Football Club here locally. She's looked very good, the 21 so far. Witham's going to chase this down. Howitt's going to beat it to it and go the safe option with about 3 minutes to go. You can hear the coach, Ryan Campbell, just really strict instructions. Burton now gets inside. Clear shot. Squares it. Johnson. Oh, and she gets it. There's the comeback. 42 minutes in, 43 minutes. And Hayley Johnson, the Golden Boot winner from last year in NPL Victoria, gets on the score sheet. Against the runner play, Newcastle Jets 1, Northern Tigers 1. Well, I only said it a minute ago, you're at your most vulnerable when you've just scored a goal and the Jets switched off and they've been made to pay. Youthful exuberance or inexperience. Doesn't matter now, it's 1-1. And that's their first, well, they had 2 or 3 shots on target early on, but that's their first real meaningful effort. They'd be disappointed, Ryan Campbell. Chris Wood would be absolutely relieved in the coach's box. Their level. Switched out to camera now. Sliding tackle, Dobson, fantastic. Referee says play it. Grass. Adams now, control sublime. Gets it through, Murray sticks the leg out and does beautifully. Breyer. Once again, Izzy Keach. She's done that well a few times this evening. About 90 seconds to go until half time. A goal either side would be catastrophic for either side if they concede it. Keach now. Robertson to clear it away to Bates. She's been very good in this game so far. Great pairing with Willandau and Howarth there. The trio of them have been fantastic in defence for the Jets. That one slip. That's a terrific touch. Burton. Robertson clears the danger. Saw it early. Cameron keeps looking over her shoulder. Make sure she has enough space to just let that ball dribble out of bounds. We're in the last 30 seconds here of the first half. Not sure how much time we'll have. Say maybe 1 or 2 minutes at best. Be lucky if it's 1 or 2, to be perfectly fair. This game's gone at a cracking pace and there haven't been many stoppages. Adams still taking on the defence. Tried to go to the outside but was read beautifully. Straight through them there. That was Beth Bernardi. All coming out to Burton, who got the touch on to Murray, who turned it over to Dobson. Dobson now. Quick feet. Being implored to go forward, Dobson. Taking on Saffron Grass. Sticking to the task, and that was well done there by Saffron Grass. Corner conceded in the final minute here. Emma Bates to take it. Back in the country after 2 seasons in the university college system in America. Breyer gets it in. That's a great ball to Adams, who couldn't get it. Norton got the punch. Referee looks at the watch. Heat bounces it off Johnson. And the American doing a great job there in the attacking sense as the referee blows for half time. Well, it's been a very interesting first half here. 2 goals in the last 5 minutes. The first one was scored off a penalty by India Breyer in the 40th minute. And then about 2 or 3 minutes later, Hayley Johnson, the NPL Victoria's leading goal scorer from last year, equalised for the Northern Tigers. So we go in at the half-time break, 1-1. Ashley Borg here with Stevie Roberts on the camera. Hope you've enjoyed all the action. We'll be back in about 10 or 15 for the second half. Hope you enjoyed your tea, coffee, or your dinner, or your whatever you've had in your half-time break. We're back from our half-time break here at the Lake Macquarie Regional Football Facility with the scores at 1-1. 2 goals in a space of 3 minutes. India Bry with a penalty in the 40th minute for Newcastle Jets. And in the 43rd minute, Hayley Johnson responded for the Tigers. There has been one substitution in at half-time. Marnie Duggan in at 12 for the Jets has come off the ground, and that she has been replaced by 24, Milan Hammond. Strengthening things up there for the Jets here in this second half as the referee blows her whistle, and we are underway in this second half. The Tigers in the black, running from left to right. The Jets, traditional Newcastle Jets colours in the A-League, and this is Hammond. Oh, that was quite a vicious long ball there by the Tigers. I think it might have been Murray, actually, and Milan's down on the turf. She's only been on it for about 30 seconds. That was one massive lash out. No harm intended. And we're going to have some sort of stoppage here. Milan Hammond, who was on the ground for no more than about 30 seconds. And she's gone down under the weight of a decent challenge. Just have to wait for doctors to attend to her. And that won't be good news for Ryan Campbell. Well, if you're a Melbourne Storm fan, like me, you're a very happy camper this evening. Melbourne Storm 56, Parramatta 18. The easiest $1.10 you'll ever collect. Gamble responsibly, of course. And the writer of this article that I picked up from the Football New South Wales website, they've got it right so far. Newcastle Jets have a squad that has experience in the top tier for a number of years and will be able to use it to surprise the Tigers. They've certainly been surprised here this evening, Northern Tigers, in this first half, by a Jets defence that is a lot stronger and a Jets midfield that has a lot of speed. Milan Hammond is still down. I think she might have just gotten back up. Good consistency from the Northern Tigers in the playing stocks this year. And as I said, they've strengthened their goalkeeping ranks by bringing in Anna Norton from the Blacktown Spartans. And they've needed her a few times today to snuff out the Jets' attack. They also brought in Anna Ivanovic from Sydney Olympic, Savannah Murray from Northwest Sydney Spirit, Maya Cameron from Uni New South Wales, Amy Longhurst from Sydney University, and Hayley Johnson, who has definitely made her mark already. Scoring a goal in the 43rd minute. She was a Golden Boot winner last year in the NPL Victoria. What a pickup for the North Turramurra side. Milan Hammond still being attended to on the sideline there. She's just getting another drink and just making sure everything's fine with her. Referee just positioning. Believe that might be Kate Heap back there with the football. Drop ball restart. Sophie Howarth takes possession. And we're back underway. In the proceeding, that would have taken all of about 3.5 minutes then to clean it up as Hammond shows a bit of dash. Dobson, who was lively in the first half. Adams, probably one of the best players on field. Claire Adams strides through left foot. Well wide. And Mark Stavroulakis at Football New South Wales gives the commentators the job of picking the 3-2-1s at the end of each game. Tell you what, They've made it difficult for me so far in this first half, both sides really. Savannah Murray in defence has been terrific for Northern Tigers. You've got this lady here, Johnson. It's been outstanding in attack for the Tigers. Very dangerous. With the ball at feet. Alexis Collins, Sophie Howarth, India Breyer. Izzy Keach for the Tigers. Beth Bernardi in midfield's been dangerous. It's a decent ball over the top. Johnson competes with them. Well, Landau spins out of trouble, then tries to play her way out. India Breyer. Dobson. Dobson can go wide and get it onto the running Kate Heap, who will need to do a heap of running to get there. And then Adam tries to pounce on it in the midfield, misses it completely. This is Mortlock. Burton. Back out to Mortlock. Johnson in the box and with him, and the back stick well played in. And Burton couldn't steer it on target. That was a chance begging for the Tigers there to go 2-1 up. Murray. Almost a Kung Fu knee there to try and release that one. It's the sun setting here at Lake Macquarie Regional Football Facility. Daylight saving still in effect. And we're on the right side for it this time. Last year, just remember the first few games, the sun straight in the eyes in the last half hour. Well, Landau, quick feet. Bates. Cool as a cucumber, but gets herself into trouble here with the press. Collins needs to be in front in that scenario. Hammond does too. Played it from the back. Mortlock miscontrolled. Crofton was behind it. Here's Johnson. Johnson will take a strike. Gee, that's nearly 2-1. She is going to be a handful for sides in the NPL New South Wales this season, that's for sure. Hayley Johnson. Golden Boot winner, I've said it a few times. Golden Boot with 21 goals for Preston Lions in NPL Victoria. Definitely knows where the goals are. Saffron Grass out to Mortlock. Good pressure by Milan Hammond. That was on Maya Cameron. Back out to Mortlock. Hammond still on the press. Into Keach. Cheeky nutmeg through Bry, but Bry gets the better of it. Dobson. Dobson goes around. Little shirt pull. Play on, says the ref. Ball out to Landau. What can she do? She goes around with him quite easily. And then miscommunicates with Bry. That'll be a free kick advantage anyway. So the Jets will get a free kick. They're about 10 or 15 metres back here from the attacking penalty area. Probably 10 metres. If you've just joined us for the second half, 2 goals in a space of 3 minutes. India Bry for the Jets in the 40th with a penalty. And then Hayley Johnson for the Northern Tigers in the 43rd minute. And we're level at 1 apiece. The NPL Women's New South Wales Premier Division season 2025 off to an absolute bang. Bry to take it. Handy ball. Terrific ball in. It was acknowledged by the coach. It's that extra bit of experience. Premiership experience, mind you. Winning a premiership with the MacArthur Rams in their historic three-peat on 3 NPL women's in a row. The team from MacArthur. Beautifully controlled by the doctor there, my goodness. I don't think that throw's even gone into play. Bryce certainly not happy. Sneaky touch Johnson, that's offhand, surely. Play on, says the ref. Adams, nicely done in the midfield for the Jets. Steady as she goes back to Robertson. Robertson's been a good find for them as well. Injury replacement got into the A-League team. He's with them. Johnson in the centre, with them goes the shot. Robertson relatively comfortable. You could hear Chris Wood then, too slow with it. Here's Collins. Gee, that's a good touch from Alexis Collins. Claire Adams, they're the two danger girls in this team for the Jets. Ball over the top, Hammond, and you've got Breyer on the back stick. Hammond and Breyer almost arguing about who's going to get it. But it's Milan Hammond in the end. Out to Breyer. Breyer taking on the defensive Cartwright and doing it well. Takes it on, goes to the back stick. No one there. Collins could have been. Beth Bernardi sees it and she'll escort it out. Harmlessly out for the Newcastle Jets, and the Tigers will get the goal kick. So 3 massive chances in the first half for the Jets. Will they rue that? Collins hit the crossbar, hit the left post. And we're on here with Mortlock. With them streaming into the box. She's right on the penalty spot there. Falls over at the crucial moment, Mortlock, on this synthetic pitch. And the Jets carted away. Adams through the centre. Terrific ball, but it's going to be too long for Hammond. We're in such a good position here with the camera up on the scaffold. Probably sponsored by one of the teams in northern New South Wales football, we've been told. Just hear everything the coaches are saying. With them now. She's got to be quicker with it. Gets it in first time. Just wasn't there for Johnson. Collins getting in that front spot again was fantastic. Doing all the target player work. She's the perfect target so far. Carries the football. Comes off Bernardi. Keach was fouled. Brian not happy, but Keach definitely fouled. Savannah Murray will clear it away. The former Northwestern Sydney Spirit player to Keach. Well intercepted. Looking like another substitution being prepared here for the Newcastle Jets. Looks like Damika Barwick-Taylor, then 26, looking like she's going to come on. Collins goes to Hammond. Hammond putting the pressure on, doing a great job there on Cameron. And there will be a substitution, so... It's actually the 25, Lara Gooch coming on. I thought it was 26 then. So Lara Gooch comes on the field. Substituted. Just trying to see who that is that's come off. I think it's number 7, Kate Heap, that's been substituted out. And so it's Gooch for Heap. That's the second substitution for Newcastle. Here in the 57th minute, 58th minute actually. Hammond using the body strength to get past again. That ball was dangerous. Adams with the header, that's going to be harmless. And Norton will take those all evening. Johnson getting to the target player spot now. Bernardi. Burton. Mortlock. Good ball in, Mortlock. Johnson dangerous. Cleared away wonderfully well by her opposite number in Emma Bates, who tries to take it on. Johnson still on the chase. Breyer. Breyer goes to left back by the look of things. Cheeky header on. This is Gooch. Murray saw the danger. Tried to clear it away straight to Adams. Not the person you want to give it to. Adams tried to go through the defence instead of around it to Hammond. Well, Landau now. Mortlock defending her tightly. And just like the first half, Newcastle Jets making all the running so far in his first 15. Crofton, not a great ball indeed. Mortlock cut it off beautifully. Very expertly done. Keach has been impressive at right back. And as I say that, a commentator's curse, she hits it straight to the scaffold. Might have been a tired looking pass there from Izzy Keach. Breyer. Howarth. Not a good pass, Howarth. That's cut off by Johnson. Into the feet of Burton. Howarth needs to scramble. Burton goes the shot. Robertson off the right post. Didn't look comfortable, but she did enough. And that's a corner to the Tigers, the first one of this second half. So corner to the Tigers. Ball to the back, Johnson. This looks like Bernardi. Well padded down to Johnson. Jets defence come out. India Breyer made a bit of a meal of it. Dobson streaking. Good ball. Coverage on defence was good. That was Keach. Came straight back to Burton, whose shot hit the left-hand goalpost just a minute ago. Tired looking legs out there already with about 25 to go. Chris Wood hasn't gone to the bench yet. Ryan Campbell's gone to his bench twice. Witham still chasing. Yeah, good work. And Willandau will just shepherd that one out. This is Hammond, who hasn't really had an opportunity so far to get in the contest. Balls have either been hit to the left, right, or over the top of her. Once again, that throw-in not benefiting her at all. Mortlock tried the sneaky run through the defence, but Bates was good for it. They've tried to go sideways here to Gooch, but it was all gone wrong there for the Jets. Been a little bit sloppy in this last couple of minutes. Breyer cuts it out. Opportunity now. This is Gooch. Gooch running it straight and hard. Straight past grass. In the box is Hammond. Can she find her? Oh, it's own goal. No, it's just gone to the left-hand side. Goodness, the Tigers. It's come off the defender there. I'm pretty sure it was Savannah Murray. And she just got it to the left-hand side of the post. Fourth corner for the Jets. Bates to take it. She's taken every other one so far. Off the left volley. Oh, good clearance away. Was that a save? Pretty sure it was a clearance. That was Maya Cameron. Close again to the Jets. Hammond, two in the box. Gooch on the stick. Cleared away by Grass. Away go the Tigers. Bernardi touched it on a Mortlock, but the touch was not where it needed to be. Charlotte Mortlock left stranded. Mortlock trying to get around Willandau, like getting around the Great Wall of China at the moment. She's done very well in defence so far, Chloe Willandau. And this is Bates now. Breyer, who's shifted into left back with them. Nava Crofton. Back to Robertson and in Bates's feet now. Trying to break the shackles here is Gooch. Gooch went to the body on Keach, but Keach stood up wonderfully well. Good defending by the Tigers. Player down. I think it's Hammond again. And Olivia Cartwright had to put it out. She saw the player down and put it out, but the coach just reminding her she doesn't have to take it out. We're going to have another stoppage here. We're in the 19th minute. Despite the showers we've had in the last couple of days here in Newcastle, it's quite a warm afternoon, evening. I know where I live in the upper Hunter Valley, it was 30 degrees today. And dare say it's around the 24, 25 degree mark now. As they're a little bit more concerned for this time than they were before. Referee just says to Hayley Johnson, might have actually been my camera, just go back and have a chat to the coach. Just trying to see what type of injury it might be. Being a bit obscured there by Chloe Willandau, really, so I can't really see too much. Didn't look like a lot that took her down, to be perfectly fair. And just being pointed out to me by cameraman Stephen that we're on, our shadows are on camera, so you can see the wave there on the camera. Say good day and hope you're all doing well in Football New South Wales YouTube land. It's been a very enthralling contest, this one. Do not go anywhere. Milan Hammond is on her back with her head up, but she doesn't look like she's moving anywhere in a hurry. I'm just about to sit her up now. This is the second time she's gone down, so Ryan Campbell might consider substituting. And one thing's for certain, we'll be here for there will be some additional time in this second half. 3 minutes. We had 3 minutes for the first injury, and we're at least 2 minutes down for this second one. So I'm not sure if there's going to be a substitution here, but Hammond's back on her feet. And both sets of players have very cleverly come to the benches for a bit of a drink, a bit of a reset. Been at least 5 minutes. They're just listening into the assistant referee then. She's just said it's been about 5 minutes, so. So 24 is going to come off. She played all of 22 minutes, unfortunately, Milan Hammond, and the substitute has been substituted out for Aaliyah Kilroy. Aaliyah Kilroy is a very, very interesting character, the number 23 for Newcastle Jets. Very, very interesting character, the 23. Was the player of the tournament in last year's NAIDOC Cup in 2024 and participated in the National Youth Championships for Northern New South Wales football. Very handy acquisition, and we watched her play reserve grade before, or the under-23s, and she lit that up. She was outstanding out on the wing for Newcastle. Let's see what energy level she's got left after an excellent performance in the under-23s. Not much pressure then. Mayer's got a drop. It looked like a handball that's given away a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's one where they can put in a good ball. Lara Gooch on the back. Collins in the middle. Dobson lurking around. Aaliyah Kilroy, the substitute, hanging in there as well. That's a good ball. Well cleared by Murray. Sluggishly there, Crofton. Byron Bay recruit. Butted up by Chloe Willandau. Into Collins. Collins takes it to the outside of Murray. Squares it. No one there for the Jets. That was intelligently done, but no one read it. Here's Breyer. Being urged to shoot. She was urged to shoot by the coach. I think we're going to see the first sub here for the Northern Tigers. Maya Cameron's going to be given her exit ticket. Second sub. Didn't see the first one. Oh, so made 2 subs. So we've had cheeky sub in the little break. I was lucky the coach is listening in. So we've got Rosie Ewan that's come on at 29, substituted by Beth Bernardi. And I believe that might have been the 28 that's come on then. So Cardia Clement has come on in sub. And I reckon the 22 was the one that was subbed off Maya Cameron. Breyer tried to escort it out, and that was a fair dinkum foul. Surely there's got to be a yellow card in that one. That was the attempted escort, and then that all went wrong. And India Breyer, in the 70th minute, concedes the first yellow card of the contest. It's in a dangerous spot here for Tigers. Can the delivery, what's the delivery like? Burton's in there, cleared away, edge of the box, opportunity to shoot, it comes back out. That's a good ball. Header back across the goal. Tiana Robertson takes it off the hands there, and it's gone straight through to the circle. In the middle, Lux of fortune here. This is Kilroy, but the substitute Clement gets there first. Releases. Crofton's been a little untidy in this second half for Newcastle Jets. I'm wondering how the fatigue's setting in for the number 11. Not for this young lady here, Mortlock. She's just kept going. She's been one of the better players in this second half for mine. Down the left side. So the Jets now, Newcastle Jets, change your name from emerging to Newcastle. Change of fortune, hopefully, said the Newcastle group. That's clever in a Collins, but Collins' initial first half speed definitely isn't where it was in the first half. We've seen another yellow ticket here. Well, it's a free kick to the Jets. In any case, might have been for a tug of the shirt. Just didn't see who the yellow ticket went to. Dangerous spot. This is Emma Bates. As I said a couple of years ago, she was in the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. Can she rage the net? Long ball. Norton. Looked like there was a little bit of dip on that one there from the Ragin' Cajun in Emma Bates. Norton held on very well. She's made at least 4 or 5 very good saves today. That's a terrific touch, Bo Burton. She's got Mortlock who could just tap it in. And I don't know how they've conspired to not score there, the Tigers. That was a golden opportunity on the 73rd minute. Tiana Robertson, I reckon she'd be the luckiest player in the NPL women's competition this week with that one. I just can't believe they couldn't score then. Tried to do the unselfish thing, and Mortlock, just the ball was too far in front of her. Still 1-1. Oh, goodness, he's just tripped over the ball there, Alexis Collins. Alexis Collins with him. With him to the outside. Tigers starting to get a grip on this game. Can they take advantage? Terrific balling. Robertson. She came out. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Burton's put it over the bar. That had to be a corner. Well, one side calling for the corner, the other one saying great decision. the banter between the coaches is fantastic. For mine, it was a corner. But we're going back here. This is Gooch. Gooch takes on the defence. Still going Gooch. Norton. No, couldn't be a penalty, surely. No penalty there. No, good decision, referee. That wasn't a penalty. My goodness. There's chances at both ends. It's opening right up here. 15 minutes to go and a bit of change. I reckon at least 5 minutes of it. It's the Newcastle Jets 1, Northern Tigers 1. It's got to be a substitution. And, gee, I don't know if I've ever seen this before in a football match in my life. 2 substituted players are going to be substituted out. That is unbelievable. It's almost like they were destined not to be on the field today. So Gooch, the substitute, I believe is going to be substituted out. Not sure whether she definitely wasn't tripped over then by the keeper. There was definitely no penalty. I think she's just done her ankle. That ball sensational over the top. Mortlock tried to control it. And I'll tell you what, the Jets' defence, they need to be more mindful of that. That's happened twice in the last 2 or 3. Both defences really need to tighten up. Tell you what, for the neutral, this has been fantastic viewing. I hope you're really enjoying the action anywhere you're watching on the Football New South Wales YouTube page across New South Wales, Australia, or anywhere in the world, really. It's been a fantastic contest, this opening round of the NPL Women's Season 2025. Here's Alexis Collins trying to go through the middle. Well done, Izzy Keach. Substitute has been readied. Johnson with the touch. It's a little untidy. Breyer, who's quieting down as she's been in the defence. D'Amica Barwick-Taylor about to be readied in to the match here for the Jets. Some really tired-looking legs now. Johnson slows it up. That was off Cartwright. Ball's come off Dobson. And that'll be 2 substituted players being substituted out. So Lara Gooch out of the contest. And D'Amica Barwick-Taylor, the 26, has come into the contest. So 25, 26 on, 25 out. D'Amica Barwick-Taylor from Maitland Football Club. And from inland New South Wales originally, recruited by the Maitland FC in the northern New South Wales, and then in the Jets Academy. So the Magpies have got a Jet in season 2025, and I'm sure they'll be loving it there at Cook Square Park in Maitland. The State Cup winners of 2024. I was very fortunate to call that game. Crofton goes for the shot, but that's blocked. This looks like saffron grass that moved it on to Johnson. Johnson goes for the square. Good ball in. Jets defence struggling. Ball eventually came out. And that was Bry that cleared it away. They're not as sure as they were in the first hour. The Jets definitely starting to struggle. Whether it be fatigue or the Tigers have just stepped it up a notch. Mortlock. Good ball. Robertson will get there first though. Both coaches starting a little bit antsy. 12 minutes to go in this contest and some change. Still 1-1. Been a terrific contest. Jets definitely improved from last year already. You can see that. Yeah, having definitely a great comment there from my cameraman. You've got to put a mic on him, I tell you. He's got some wonderful, wonderful comments in the background. Having a keeper at the back who's a little bit more sure with their feet definitely has helped. Tiana Robertson has definitely made that defence stronger today, that's for sure. And Anna Norton has done pretty much the same thing for the Tigers, if I'm being honest. Both goalkeepers have played their role. Barwick-Taylor's got some space here. Can she control this football? The former Maitland rep. Getting around grass. Tried to feed Collins. Collins used some strength and gets past again. Cartwright, Collins, looked like she was slightly fouled by Grass. Has a chance. Taken off the feet. Crofton now. Those tiring legs of Navarre Crofton. Oh, that tackle was very strong. Pull of the shirt. Which way is this going? It'll go to the Tigers. No yellow card for a pull of the shirt. Not this time, says the referee. I'll let that one go, she says. No need to spoil a good game with some needless cards. Bates with the clear away. Oh, saved by Robertson. Johnson puts it away for 2-1. First game in NPL New South Wales. Hayley Johnson must think this is a breeze. She's got a double in her first game. And from trailing after 40 minutes, the Tigers now are 2-1 up. 80 minutes gone. Northern Tigers 2. Newcastle Jets 1. Still plenty of time for the Jets. But Hayley Johnson put it away after Burton struck the keeper. It was a wonderful save by Robertson, but she couldn't do anything about the rebound. And Hayley Johnson on the double in her first game in NPL New South Wales. She's going to be an absolute handful this season. She scored 21 goals for the Preston Lions in NPL Victoria last year. She's got 2 goals in her first game here at Lake Macquarie Regional Football Facility. You will get tougher opposition during the season, no disrespect to Newcastle, but gee, she's been terrific today, Hayley Johnson. Another ball in with them. Just hearing the coaches downstairs, they reckon it's going to be 9 minutes of added time. If you can work out where the other 4 minutes came from, then you're a genius, because I only reckon there's been 5 lost. Over the top, Collins. Can Collins square it up? Murray to beat. Goes to the outside of Murray. Collins. Misses to the left. Game opening up. Players starting to tire. Game has been played at a very, very good pace. Norton just trying to slow things down a little bit. They've only really had the one big chance this half, and that was in the 61st minute. A one-on-one with the keeper. It was 2-on-1 really, and you'd finish that nine times out of 10, I reckon, at this level. And the 1 time out of 10 didn't happen today. Burton went to Mortlock and she didn't even get a chance. Good ball in, and it was decent then from Collins. And you can hear Ryan Campbell from where we are in the coach's box. He's just saying to Aaliyah Kilroy in the 23, you've got to get in the box. The young lady played about 75 minutes of under 23 grade. But that's the expectation at this level. With them. Isla with them. Johnson right on the penalty spot. Gets around the defender. Goes to Johnson. Cut out well, Bates. Dobson. Been a little bit out of it this second half. Fouled by Witham, I think, or might have been Grass that fouled her. Relieving free kick for Newcastle. So Bates. Shadows coming over here at Lake Macquarie. Barwick-Taylor trying to sneak around the back. Murray did a great job escorting it in the hands of Norton, who's been very good this evening. Both keepers have been outstanding, actually, to be perfectly fair. Made some good saves. Chris Wood didn't like that ball there from Izzy Keach. He's encouraging the girls now. Chris Wood, he wants to go home with the 3 points. Back to North Turramurra. Looked a little bit dangerous there by Rosie Ewan. Free kick to the Newcastle Jets. And it'll be a yellow card, to Hayley Johnson. Bit needless, really. Yellow card there to Hayley Johnson. So Bates to Breyer. Breyer working very hard. This is Dobson. They were a lot more dangerous in the first half, that combination. They've sort of been snuffed out about it. Johnson now, the two number 9s, Johnson and Bates. Squares it up to Grass. This is Burton. Burton tried to hold it up and going off the left. Robertson with a good save in the right spot at the right time, the keeper. She goes long, it's 3 on 4. A little bit of a mismatch there in favour of the Tigers. Kilroy tries to tidy it. Adams. They want to go forward at every opportunity. Not a great ball there from Alia Kilroy. Claire Adams now with the ball. Ball at feet. I reckon she takes the shot here. No, she tried to pass it. Grass intercepted. Bates. Breyer, India. D'Amica Barwick-Taylor had it taken off her feet by Cartwright. Cartwright's been very good too today for the Tigers. They've just gotten stronger every block of about 10 minutes. The Tigers have gotten stronger in this game. And they've finally taken over. Probably the expected result if it stays like this, but the Jets won't be happy. Barwick-Taylor. Oh, I reckon she had room to shoot then. Collins. Great use of the body, Alexis Collins. There's a whistle in the background, but that's the ground behind us. Crofton to Howe, back to Crofton. They go over the top now. Adams. This is a corner of the Jets it is. It's their 5th corner of this game. No, goal kick. Thought it was a corner. The AR, the assistant referee, I was pretty certain pointed onto the corner flag then. But so only got a few minutes left in this contest. Next week, so the Jets go to the Northwestern Sydney Spirit at Christie Park on 3 p.m. on Saturday. And the Northern Tigers play Sydney University at home at North Turramurra at 6:30 p.m. on Saturday. So there's 2 Saturday games this week on Football News next week at Football New South Wales for your viewing pleasure if you wish to do so. As Tigers get through now. Johnson takes the strike. Robertson cleans it up. Other games next week, Mount Druitt Town Rangers versus Illawarra Stingrays. That'll be at 5 p.m. Sunday at Popondetta Park. Macarthur Rams, the Premiers, against Manly United at Cromer Park at 5 p.m. Western Sydney Wanderers versus Sydney Olympic at Wanderers Park at 5 p.m. Sunday. Apia Leichhardt Gladesville Ravens at Lambert Park, and Uni New South Wales versus the Bulls Academy rounds it up at the Village Green for round number 2 of the NPL women's competition here in New South Wales. Wonderful comp. Johnson almost got him for the head of it. That was Houth who's gone down. There's space here for the Jets. Collins, can she use that little bit of speed that she's got left? Keach, beautifully done again. Izzy Keach, with her every time. Houth still down for the Jets. She is still down, and they can expose her if she's... They can expose her here, the Tigers. Houth still down for the Jets. And I think they've seen her down and they've just let her have it. You can hear the big encouragement for Katja Clement, the 28, the substitute. She's been very good since she's come on. Well, we've only got about 75 seconds left here in regular time, but according to the assistant referee, there's at least 8 to 10 minutes of additional time. I don't know where they've got it from, but they've certainly found it. So we're going to be here for at least another 8 to 10. So it's still to play for. Going right to the 90 here. Hayley Johnson with a double. She scored in the 80th minute to give the Tigers the lead. The Jets scored first through a penalty through India Breyer in the 40th, and then Johnson responded in the 43rd. Wasn't the most convincing shot, but it went in the back of the net, and that's all that matters. But the second one, that was all class. Followed up the rebound beautifully. Been some big chances here for the Jets. I reckon they'll be made to rue those misses. Alexis Collins in the 23rd minute hit the crossbar. In the 25th minute had a definite one-on-one. And in the 29th minute she hit the left post. All in a space of 6 minutes. They could have been 2 or 3 up, the Jets. But they aren't. And they're currently trailing at 2-1. Mortlock's been terrific for the Tigers. I'm going to have a tough time picking the 3-2-1, I can tell you that. It's been such a good game. That's 45 minutes gone here at, that's the 90 gone here at the Lake Macquarie Regional Football Facility. And it's all up to our referee, who we think's got about 8 to 10 minutes of additional time on that watch. So we're going to keep playing until we hear it. We don't have the benefit of a fourth official or anyone holding up a board for us. So we're relying on Chris Wood, who basically said that the assistant referees told him that they've got 9 minutes. So we'll see what we've got. Robertson here. They've still got time, the Jets. Can they make it happen? Howarth. That route one just hasn't worked in the second half. The first half, they look so dangerous. Landau tried to take on Mortlock, and Mortlock just shrugged her out of the way and said, give me the ball. She's been outstanding in the second half, Charlotte Mortlock. This is Clement to Mortlock, still running. Like a machine, Charlotte Mortlock. Gets it in. Cut out well. That was Howarth. That was on the turn. Goodness, that was close from Rosie Ewan. That would have been all she wrote. Just heard the referee then. It's 10 minutes added time. That is incredible. So we played 90 seconds of it. And the coach is saying, ref, you look tired. We've got to stop it early, thanks. It's been a good game, played in great spirit. And the coaches on the sideline have given us some great one-liners. Dobson takes on the defender. Takes on the shot. Norton. She made the save. There was a bobble. Coming in was Aaliyah Kilroy. Wasn't the right option. It should have been a go against across the box there. It just wasn't the way to do it. Witham. Well defended there by Breyer again, and then Witham carried it out. We've played 2.5 minutes of the 10. So we have confirmed it is 10 minutes. It is 10 minutes of additional time. We've played 2.5 minutes of it. Clement, she'd been on all game. She'd be in my 3-2-1. She's been great in those 20 to 25 minutes she's been on. Ball to the outside, Cartwright. Cartwright has an acre of space to work in here. Cross comes in. Too close to the keeper. Johnson lurking. It's another route one shot there. Murray just camped underneath it. Adams probably would have done better to try and kill the ball then. It's a little untidy here. Not used to playing 10 minutes over. Here's Collins. Murray. Collins goes around Murray. Alexis Collins goes into the box. I reckon she should have taken the shot. Too unselfish for her own good. 3.5 minutes have been played in this additional time period. I reckon there's 10 minutes here. This is going to be the longest 6 minutes, I reckon, for the Northern Tigers. Kilroy, Wallendow. Wallendow tries to get around her defender. That's Clement again. Karchia Clement has been solid as a rock at left back. Couple of substitutes being warmed up here for the Tigers, just to get some fresh legs on for a couple of minutes. Wallendow furious with the assistant referee. They're in a much better spot than we are. Still 2-1. Tigers won't be in any hurry. Down the line, Johnson. Oh, beautifully done. This is Mortlock. Chance to kill the game. Streaking down the field here, Ewan. This is Witham. Witham in space. Witham! Robertson, what a stop. Keeps her team in the contest. That was fantastic. Tiana Robertson. What an absolute stop that was. Witham was surely the favourite. Corner to the Northern Tigers. We played 5 minutes of the 10. Do they still go to kill the game, or do they try and kill it off with a goal? He's going to play keepings off in the corner here. Another corner, is it, or a throw-in? Could even be a free kick here to the Tigers. All about game management now for the Northern Tigers. Free kick. Ball comes in. Intelligently headed away. Adams now. There's no one there for the Jets. Adams is going to have to leg it up the field. 3-on-1. Hayley Johnson says, not in my house. Just boots it away. Adams tries to go over the top and Johnson says, not again. You won't get past me. And we're going to have a substitution, a double. Jada Taylor's coming on and Sarah Holt are going to come on the field here for the Tigers in the last 3.5 minutes. And two really good shifts put on. It's Isla Witham and Saffron Grass who've put in two very good shifts this evening for the Tigers. They should be very happy with their performance. As I said, it's going to be very tough for me to pick a 3-2-1. I can guarantee of that. Barwick Taylor. Crofton. She sort of dwindled in and out of this game in the second half. She was very good in the first. Dobson. Still going. Lacey Dobson. India Breyer got shifted to left back and ended up a little quieter than what she probably would like. Ball comes in. On the turn, Adams just couldn't redirect it with any power. 7.5 minutes play to the 10.
16 to go.
Reckon the ref wants to stay there for another 10.
Off Hayley. Off Hayley. There's Sarah in. Rosie B.
Norton.
North side, Rose.
Anywhere will do for the Tigers. Probably not that half of the field though. Been a terrific contest. As I said, next week the Jets play the Spirit at Christie Park, 3 p.m. Saturday. Northern Tigers have their first home game of the season against Sydney University at North Turramurra, 6:30 p.m. Saturday. Breyer goes to take the shot and Murray blocks it. And anywhere will do. Goes to the bench. No ball players here to try and get it back in, so Bates has to do her own chasing. Hayley Johnson did that beautifully then, shepherded it out. By my watch, there's 1.5 minutes to go to get to the 10. And you can hear the coach there, Ryan Campbell, saying don't head it out. And they've done exactly that. About 60 seconds to go here for the Tigers to negotiate. They've been very good. They struggled in the first half, to be fair, but this second half has been all Northern Tigers. They've gone ahead with a goal to Hayley Johnson in the 80th minute. They've just kept working hard. And in the end, I'd say they deserved their victory. really worked. They've just not stopped. Turn and shot. That was by Jada Taylor. Tried to even follow it up. Robertson now to desperate stakes now. 30 seconds to go. Collins tried to head it on, couldn't get there. Cleared it away. Cartwright has been very industrious. Burton's going to go to the corner flag. No, she's not. She's going to try and take on Breyer. Good battle. Burton's doing this beautifully. 15 seconds to go in regular time. Goal kick to the Jets. Last roll of the dice now for Newcastle. 10 minutes is officially up. It's up to Allison, the ref. Big ball now. Collins tried the flick on. It's going straight out of Norton, and I reckon that's full time. Full time here at Lake Macquarie Regional Football Facility. The Northern Tigers have been pushed all the way by a gallant Newcastle Jets, but they deserve the win in the end. A double to the debutant, Hayley Johnson, 43rd and 80th minute. Win the Tigers the game for Chris Wood, a very relieved coach at full time. India Bry with a penalty in the 40th minute to give the Jets some hope. I'd say Ryan Campbell will be a bit disappointed with the end of it. They started beautifully, the Jets, and they just ran out of steam. Fantastic performances by Charlotte Mortlock, Olivia Cartwright and Izzy Keach for the Northern Tigers. Beautifully finished off by Hayley Johnson. Great substitutes performance by Kartia Clement and Rosie Ewan for the Tigers. Be very encouraging sides for the away side. They get a home game against Sydney University next week. But for the Jets, they go back to the drawing board and they'll get an opportunity to get their first points of the season against the Northwestern Sydney Spirit at Christie Park at 3 p.m. on Saturday. Some great debuts by India Breyer. Kate Heapy played well, and Emma Bates is going to be something special for the Newcastle Jets. Lacey Dobson as well. Great efforts there by Claire Adams and Alexis Collins. Well, final score in this one, round number 1. We're back. The NPL Women's New South Wales competition for 2025. Round number 1 sees the Northern Tigers 2 defeat the Newcastle Jets 1. Ashley Borgie, the broadcaster, with Stephen Roberts. We'll see you next week in round number 2.